So this brings us to Sant'Apollinare Nuovo in Ravenna, which I'm probably killing. And this is built by the Ostrogothic king Theodoric. This is an attempt by the barbarians, so-called barbarians, to recreate the majesty of Rome in Ravenna. And as we move inside, there's a very interesting structure because it serves primarily as a church, but yet it also acts as a palace. This would be the reception hall for the king, as well as serving as a church. So it's really a mix of church and state, really showing the visitor that the king is getting his power from God. And there are 3 zones in the nave, 3 different depictions of images here. We see the narratives and parables from the life of Jesus. We see figures of the apostles and saints, which you can see between the windows up on the second level here and here. And then we have a procession of martyrs on either side, right above the columns and arches. Now, the north wall of the nave contains female martyrs who are proceeding from town to the Virgin Mary, led by the Magi, each of them nearly identical. On the other wall, we have male martyrs processing towards Christ in majesty. In other words, a depiction of Jesus in all of his majesty as one of the rulers of heaven. And these male martyrs are marked by Greek letters that give them ranks. So they're sort of organizing the martyrs based on who they feel is more holy. Now, the piece I want to look at here is the miracle of the loaves and fishes. And this is a story from the Bible where Jesus is preaching to a large group of about 5,000 people. The apostles only have 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, and Jesus says to give them out to the crowd to feed them because the crowd is hungry. The apostles stand there in disbelief as they pass these things out, and they have plenty to feed everyone with extra. But the interesting element here is really the image of Jesus in the center, because he looks very unusual. He's dressed entirely as an emperor. And we see that gold and violet again being used here with Jesus, showing this imperial power of Jesus as if he rules the spiritual realm just like the emperor rules the terrestrial realm. And if you look at his halo, it's rather unique, and it's changed in an interesting way. We have the halo, our standard circle, running around here, but you'll notice that there's these cross sections coming in, and each of these serves a purpose. Those are to tell us that this isn't just a holy person, that this is Jesus. And this is a tradition that will continue, where we see halos behind Jesus with this cross behind his head to tell us that this is Jesus and not some other saint. Because again, that characterization, those characteristics that we associate with Jesus haven't been developed entirely yet. So Jesus here looks like another gentleman in North Italy, with slightly lighter skin, a little bit longer hair, because we're into a different time frame. We're past Rome itself. But again, clean shaven, not the image of Jesus that we're used to.